Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Sam Howell and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye. And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5. And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall. And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat. That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. 2nd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is caught by Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 22 yards there, a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's. NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson shakes off the sack, and he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That is caught, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Henry. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Henry again, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derrick Henry, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, 2nd-year pro, Sam Howell.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now a dump off here complete, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now he'll look to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. In motion right is Brown. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4th down. Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Returnable here for Davis. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jaden Reed, 60 yards. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. Open man right side is Rice. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a yard. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone,
definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll go play action. Howell. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Gibbs straight ahead. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here we go. Fourth down. Howell. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Watson. That's complete. It's Collins. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. Touchdown! Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. from the gun on third down. Watson, he's got his running back out of the backfield, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff, Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Looking to throw. Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.